What is up, everyone? This is Devin, and we're back for another amateur sports talk. We got the guys in studio here. We got Cavi.
Hello, hello.
We got Austin.
I'll drink to that.
And we got Colton.
I'm drunk. No.
So, first thing for business, I will try to show to the camera and kind of try to talk on this one. I have no idea how this is going to work, but I'm going to talk about the little giveaway that we got going. So, if you buy this hat right here, go to our website, amateurlife.co. Buy this hat. Get you entered in for Zaven Collins mini helmet signed and DeAndre Swift signed jersey. So, one hat gets you an entry. So,
Great deal.
Absolutely.
as you can see, Austin hasn't picked his up yet because he's the only one not wearing a hat
You
in the
win
studio.
it, you could sell those for triple what you just spent on the hat. So,
And you get a hat.
Yeah.
or you just keep it because it's sweet.
I keep it.
I'm going to win it anyway. So
All right. Now we'll get into our actual business and get into the NFL with not a whole hell of a lot going on. I mean, it's a couple little things. There was
It's over.
the madness is over.
Man, there's still a couple big names out there, but I guess just because we're Michigan boys, I did see that Peppers is signing to Patriots on a 1-year deal.
he had
So-
a pretty bad injury last year that kind
Yeah.
of.
But he's
Yeah.
been pretty good.
But
He's been solid,
He's
yeah.
a solid.
He's
I mean, I think
consistent.
that's a good fit for him. I think he'll go there and start still.
I mean, I guess you're somewhat solid if you're a starter,
Oh yeah.
right, in the NFL.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's good.
Decent.
Lions got the Hard Knocks. They're going to have
Yeah.
that show.
Hey,
All-
let's
Come
go.
along with the draft. You
Along
said
with the
that.
draft.
Yeah, draft
I'm
for what?
going.
Is it
Catch us-
2023 or 24?
24. 2 years.
24. Catch us live.
I'm going.
Draft.
I'm
Yeah.
100%
Yeah,
going.
yeah, we looked
We're
at
gonna
those.
have we're gonna have our own booth there.
Yeah.
With our podcast.
That's how
I
big.
am
That's how,
going.
that's how big we're gonna be.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can be that big. So, what else? There was the new rule change for playoffs
Perfect.
overtime.
Needed it, dude.
There were so many defensive guys that are so mad though about it, like
For what?
because they say that if they do the job of getting a team off the field, well, the other team they shouldn't need 2 possessions though. If we stop them, we should be allowed to. We get the ball back. There's no reason for us not to be able to stop a team.
I like it. I think it's for the better.
I honestly like it, my personal preference, and I wish it was going in for regular season.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need freaking ties.
Yeah. Which, I mean, defense is getting harder and harder. So, with that being said, it's like offense is where the money's at. You might as well
Oh,
let
yeah.
the offense be on the field as much as they can.
Right.
Let game plays out. Make it so you can't even. It's the winner at the end of the 5th quarter. When it goes to overtime. Who even cares if they both score?
It's gonna be way better for viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was the right decision.
When
So
I see a game ended a tie, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Literally, I get pissed. Like, who the fuck wants to watch that?
Yeah. For sure. And it's gonna affect the playoffs
yeah.
eventually.
Well,
they're
when
not
you
gonna
think
have
about the Bills
11-1-1.
versus
Now you're
Mhm.
either 11-2 or 12-1.
Exactly.
It's, Jags beat the Colts,
Yeah, exactly.
so.
but those situations are now gone.
Mm-hmm.
So this was brought up on Pat McAfee show yesterday. Should the QB be exempt from this team's salary cap with how high it's been costing teams for their quarterbacks and stuff? Would it be worth them to be? You can do a side contract, pay your quarterback whatever you want, and then the rest of the team can be
with-
used the regular salary cap.
I feel like there's so much more
They
that
need a
goes
cap.
into that.
They need
Like,
a cap.
pay him with
Well,
what?
the problem is already the cap is kind of a irrelevant thing.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
I mean, 90% of the teams are like
Well, there's a lot
30
of-
mil over the cap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really doesn't mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
And I think this would just make it even worse.
Well,
Oh,
it does 'cause
100%.
30 million over. I mean, ultimately results in certain things that you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
So it does take it. My question is, if they were to do that, where are they getting the money?
Yeah. I
'Cause-
saw a freaking meme on it.
I mean, now are you taking pay away from the people that work
Well,
there?
and two,
Like,
does
are you,
does
like
no,
where,
no
where are you
idea.
getting where are you getting the money?
yeah, how long? Well, owners will cough up money whatever they want, but so to actually pay someone is not a big deal. It's the salary cap. Well, has there been adjustments? Is it every year? Does the cap go up by $5 million?
I
'Cause-
think it
'cause
does
the
go up because they pay players more and more every single year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you have to think okay, what is if the cap didn't move or doesn't go up, how does that work? But like Caleb was saying, there's it seems like teams are just over the cap more and more.
Yeah.
And what is there penalties? Does the owner have to pay a penalty for being over the cap? Or
Right.
I don't really know.
I have not looked into that, but yeah, like if you're 30 million over cap, why aren't you getting penalized for something?
Right.
Like you got to release this guy,
Yeah.
30 million over cap. Sorry, you got to get rid of Patty Mahomes to make up for it. Sorry.
I mean, we're going to get to the point where especially if they had no salary out with the QB, it's just going to be super teams, kind of like the NBA was.
Right.
few
If there was
last
no cap,
5
that's what it
years,
would
but
be.
Yeah, it'd be super teams, and that's just going to ruin football.
But yeah, I've already seen memes on it to where this off season has turned into Madden with the salary cap turned off because they've been signing ridiculous contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to this. This is something I didn't know. Unused cap space rolls over.
Right.
That's how they're able to do it. So if you're short on cap, you don't hit I don't even know what the cap is right now. Last I knew it was like $50 million per team.
I have no idea.
But
no idea.
I have no idea if it's changed or not. And so it's like if it's $50 million, okay, you sign, everyone on, and you have $5 million left over, so that rolls on next year. So next year you can use $55 million.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so is that why? Hopefully Lions haven't been paying a
I
bunch
was
of
gonna
salary
say
checks,
the
so
Lions-
hopefully they have $200 million, and they're just gonna go out and sign all the best players. And
Dude, they have been saving up because even this offseason they haven't spent shit.
Well, they have so many young players too that they don't
Oh, yeah.
they don't have to
Yeah.
pay this much.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That when you sign a rookie, I forget how it works, but when you're like top 5, you can go up to a certain amount. Like this is what they have to pay you. Then like we'll just say out of the first round, obviously they can pay you $500,000.
Right.
But if you're picked in the top 5, they have to pay you $2 million.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
there's a lot of I don't look at it. I mean, personally, I always turn cap space off in like Madden 2K and everything like that. So I don't know how it works. But
I should start doing that just to see.
Yeah, I
How
don't
it
really,
works.
I don't really get it either.
I just know I can't sign anybody in free agency on 2K.
Yeah, fucking
Ever.
sucks. Even with the cap space off, can't sign anybody.
Anybody.
Fix that 2K.
so it brings up one other question I had for football. Any other rules changes you guys would like to see?
Dude, the freaking like taunting.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a
That is
penalty.
So they
so
turn-
stupid.
So they make a rule, right, that they can't flag celebrations. And now they made another rule where you can't taunt.
And everything's taunting.
Tell me how that works. Where you can celebrate,
Right.
but if you look at somebody, now you're taunting.
Literally
So
looking at
like
the sideline.
the big one last year, the Bears guy.
Like how
Yeah.
much money do you think Tyreek Hill got for throwing the peace sign?
Oh, dude, he was fined
Shirts,
so much.
Fine.
hats, gloves,
Yeah, but
everything.
he was fined so much for
Yeah.
that crap.
But he was fine. So it's like how much?
But he didn't give a shit. He was still
NFL
doing it.
Yeah, but no matter what,
He made gloves.
Yeah,
NFL has to make a certain amount off it.
dude.
So like, what does
Such a
fining
dumb
really
rule.
do? What does making that rule really do for you?
Exactly. It does nothing. It just makes it more boring.
I gotta fix this.
So you might have to move your mic, face it the other way and try that. Like take your mic out and spin it around and stick it back in the other way. Yep. Yeah, try that. See if that works better.
He says, "I gotta fix."
So
this."
salary cap. Question of salary cap. So I don't know if this website's accurate. It's called overthecap.com. And base salary cap this year is $208,200,000. Oh, this is what teams allowed to spend. So right now, leading who has the most cap space left to use is Panthers. They have $31 million they still can use. Texans are next at 23.3. Colts have 21.8. Saints have 21.6. The only team that's currently sitting over this cap by 201,000 is the Bills.
they're over the cap.
They're over their cap
Which
already.
makes sense. What they just signed Von Miller on a
Huge.
So that means they got to get someone to cut 200,000 before the season starts. Because I'm pretty sure, like, can't play if you're over the cap. Like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, penalties or something that they got.
Buffalo Bills, cut Jordan Poyer.
So
That's all I'm saying.
dead money is, like, money that you're still paying to a player, but it's not on your team,
Yeah,
correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see who's the worst. Right
Like,
now, it's looking
Pistons
like
are
Texans.
still paying. God, you know what? This was going to be a fun fact.
Joe Johnson?
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
So Falcons right now,
Josh Smith, not Josh.
Yes.
Pistons are still paying Josh Smith, and he retired 4 years ago.
So right now for NFL, current dead space, the highest number is Falcons at $62 million in dead space.
Jesus Christ.
Now does dead space roll over?
Well, as they pay it, it falls off.
Right.
So like,
Carolina's still paying 4 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
and they only have 22 mil for
Just
their
tell
dead
'em-
space.
Just tell him to get Baker, bro.
Dude, I'd rather Baker than Sam, for sure.
Dude.
What about the first 4 games?
First 4
Sam
games,
Darnold looked like the
Sam.
best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Sam
First 4 games of Sam. Bam. You guys are set.
I do think Sam being there for a full off season,
He's going to help him.
It's gonna
I
help.
think he'll be all right. But I don't think we'll be like in playoffs with him.
Yeah, dude.
So the salary cap does move as well. So 2023, the teams will have $225 million to work with. Oh yeah. Well, I'll catch the next one, and then for
those hard AFs.
Yeah,
The-
me too.
base salary cap for 2024 is currently set at 256 million. So it does go up by about 25 mil a year.
This one doesn't crack.
Oh shit, wrong spot.
Where's Bailey when we need him?
It's gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
no kidding.
Stare button pressure. Presser.
Yeah.
There's 2 for you. All right.
That is crazy.
I had something to say about the NFL, and I don't remember.
Was it, what the fuck's going to happen with the Browns quarterback situation?
I mean, how do you pay someone that much if you're not
And
even
then you
guaranteed to
can't
play?
Yeah, you can't even play him
Ever
for 1 year.
again. I mean,
I thought he was. I thought he was declared not guilty, so he's
He-
fine.
He was declared not guilty, but they still.
there's
Now-
still lawsuits.
There's a
against
civil
him.
suit against them.
Yeah.
So they're possibly, this is what they're saying, suspending him for the entire year.
So that's why the whole Baker
So do you
thing
keep-
gets interesting now. Right.
But yeah,
Right.
but Baker already said, "See ya."
I would get rid of Baker, try to get some nice draft picks or
Dude,
something
go
from
get,
him,
like, go get
a receiver.
Go get someone
Listen,
dirt cheap, like fucking
Tyrod-
Cam or Sam Darnold. Someone
Tyrod
cheap.
Taylor.
Literally.
Go get
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor to carry your team this year.
Literally.
Dude's never been bad.
Mm-mm.
You just have Josh Allen in front of him. Every team he's been on, it's been an elite quarterback in front of him. I'm trying to think of another team with one, but it's been it's Josh Allen. We obviously seen what he turned into. There's always been somebody in front of him, but when he's in, he's good.
He does play decent.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do that.
Ryan
Dude, I
Fitzpatrick.
can't believe. Where do you guys think Baker goes? though?
Minshew.
Dude, I want to see Minshew play right the fuck now. That kid is good.
He's good for television.
You hear the
That guy.
rumors that
He's good.
Tom Brady's in talks with the Dolphins?
That's what I heard.
I've heard that, but
There's no way.
I saw him shut it down.
Yeah.
Now that he got Tyreek Hill, I could see it.
Yeah,
Dolphins
that
are gonna be
receiving.
good.
He's just
The
That
Dolphins
receiving
are
co-
going to be good.
I threw $20 down on the Browns, Dolphins, and Colts. All the win the Super Bowl.
I like all 3 of them, to be honest.
Yeah, not
See,
gonna-
I
I was trying to
Deshaun's
figure out the
playing.
math. Like, if you went through them, just bet them all right now, through like $5 on every single team, except
was-
like
so-
Detroit. Leave
so,
like
like,
Detroit,
20
Jackson,
bucks.
a few out.
right.
Like,
Tw-
you're pretty much covered or going through and doing that.
Yeah,
and,
like,
like
you'll
all
make
the
your money
realistically,
back.
you're gonna make your
100%.
money back.
$20 on the Browns was like, they're actually quite high. If Deshaun, I think they're basing it if Deshaun's playing,
Right.
but it was like $180
Oh.
or something like that.
For $20,
The-
that seems
That
low.
seems low, yeah.
Dude, they were like
Who'd you go through? DraftKings or
FanDuel.
FanDuel? All right, I'm gonna pull up DraftKings because that's who I use. I want to see what the NFL odds right now are.
And then Dolphins, I think it was like 350.
I would say Browns are probably around there, unless you placed it when Deshaun was gonna start for sure.
That's
okay.
I placed these
Okay.
like 2-3 weeks ago.
Team futures. So right now, if you did Cleveland Browns, it's only plus 1,700. I'm surprised it's not higher than
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like they were actually, I think they have it as Deshaun's going to play.
So 20 wins you 360. Right now, if
So
I
then-
took it at
So it's probably for you too.
So maybe I was thinking Dolphins. So then
Dolphins.
would've been, like, almost-
Dolphins are higher. Dolphins are
Yeah.
plus 3,000. So,
it
was
was
high.
a lot more.
and then the Colts.
20 bucks on Dolphins would throw 620.
Okay, that's what it was. And then Colts are a little higher than them, right? Or like better chances.
Let's see. Colts are, they're not as high as the Browns, but better than
480
Dolphins.
or 520 or something.
220 would win you. 20 bucks would win you 460.
I would throw money on the Dolphins just to make the playoffs.
You can do that. You can do like conference winner, regular season wins.
I did all Super Bowl.
See, that's what I need to sit down and look. So like you can take like Titans over under 9.5, and then you can even adjust those to get like better
Right,
odds. So
right.
if you think they're gonna be like
8 wins.
How
8
old
wins.
Is, how old is Derrick Henry?
26?
Right in there.
Same draft as McCaffrey,
I'm.
I think.
They need a quarterback.
They're both 26, I think.
Don't get me wrong.
27.
Ryan Tannehill is.
It's horrible.
I won't say horrible.
He's like a Jimmy G, but
He's not going to win you a Super
Faster.
Bowl.
Not
He
gonna
can
win the
run.
Super Bowl.
They need somebody before Derrick Henry. I mean, the way
Hits-
the
gets
I
over
can't
his prime.
see Derrick Henry doing it.
If I'm them, I completely change that offense.
oh yeah,
I mean, I completely go
Yeah,
away
huh?
from giving Derrick Henry the
Really?
ball 80 times a game.
dude,
Change
he's
the
gonna get
scheme.
hurt every
Right.
year. Now that he got hurt the
Not
one
personnel.
time,
Change the-
Not
yeah.
personnel.
You have the players.
Right.
You need a
Change the
quarterback.
scheme. Yeah, they're a quarterback away.
Before Derrick Henry, I don't think he'll ever do it. I think
I can't
I
believe
just
they're
kinda
fully committed to him.
not like I've ever talked to the guy,
Ryan Tannehill.
but like the vibe almost that you get from him.
I
I think Derrick Henry will retire as a Titan.
I think there's better
think that's
quarterbacks
how it
that
is.
are available right now, even that would have a better chance than like
Yeah.
Minshew one.
Mark-
Like I think he has a better
Mark-
chance than Tannehill.
Marcus Mariota.
Can't tell me he's not a good
I
quarterback.
would honestly trust Mariota to bring me to the Super Bowl than Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I would too.
They didn't. They fucking sat his ass over Tannehill.
Yeah, and then when Tannehill was hurt like 3 games, Mariota went off.
I know.
And it's like, dude, that's in every game.
That was kind of like the Raiders too. They set Derek Carr, and then Mario came in. I wouldn't say he went off, but I mean he
He-
played good
It's crazy to
went
say. I
off.
like Baker
Like, he-
over him.
over Mariota.
No, Tannehill.
Oh.
I hate Baker. I hate him just as
See,
much
it's
as
hard.
golf.
It's hard
so.
for me to say it.
I don't like Tannehill.
I like him.
You-
I
Baker?
like Baker, man.
I don't mind
fucking
him.
hate that.
I don't think
guy,
he's
dude.
great, but
That dude's a piece of dog shit.
He's great for TV.
I mean,
don't, everything about him.
He
I
did
don't-
play
I
hurt
love it.
all last year.
That did
Nah,
come out.
He's a pussy.
Is like he's someone, and he's in Baker's situation. You have Tyreek Hill,
mm-hmm.
but even at the time, the Browns had gotten Odell, which
obviously didn't work out.
That was back in Odell's like prime.
yeah, like when they first got him. So it was like, yeah, Baker's gonna be this. He's set up for success.
Yep.
That's Tua right now. Personally, I think Tua will do better. I'm a fan of him. He can sling it. He's used to fast guys at
Yeah.
Bama.
I don't mind Tua. I'm on the edge about Tua.
Yeah,
You
he's
just
so weird,
like all
dude.
the old guys, dude.
Yeah, you're picky.
I don't. I like the young.
Name the quarterbacks you do like, so I can name
Literally.
3.
Literally one. Austin only likes one guy.
Who?
I don't know, like Tom Brady probably.
I do like Tom Brady.
That's about it.
I had this discussion.
He likes
today.
Gardner Minshew.
Are you
I love
starting?
guard.
He likes Derek Carr a lot.
Are you
Yep.
starting? Yeah, I am a fan of
I
Derek
hate
Carr.
Derek Carr. Don't think he's bad.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, same team. Who you starting
At this point, like going into
right
this
now?
season,
This
I'm
season.
starting off 2 MVP seasons. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so
Yep.
then now you're the general manager, right? You're looking down. You're saying who is given me
Who's
the-
going to win me a championship?
who's the best chance to
win me
bring a Super Bowl to this town?
Yeah, go Tom Brady.
Oh, okay, so then okay,
If I'm a coach, I'm starting Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just saying.
You got to pick what team they're on, because if Aaron Rodgers on a different team, I think
Move them out of the Bucks. Both on the Bucks.
yeah, I would probably Aaron Rodgers, and
No.
then Everybody hates Aaron Rodgers, dude. I love Aaron
I
Rodgers.
like Aaron Rodgers.
I fucking hate.
All right.
We'll
We
get
need
jumped
go
over to
back
NBA.
NFL segments, okay? Because we could talk an hour. On
I
NFL.
know. Oh, but then we get, Then you guys are here till 9 o'clock, and then I got to hear it from the girlfriends and fiancés. And
Yeah.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers.
so jumping over to NBA now.
He's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Colin says there's a lot going on. I didn't really see that much going on right now.
So
'cause
it's not
That
a
was in
lot,
sync.
but it can be huge. So it's the 76ers and the
I like the
Celtics.
76ers.
Both have a chance to go in Toronto and play the Raptors in the playoffs. Canada, obviously it's in Canada.
Yeah, be vaccinated.
You got to be vaccinated. Both teams have declined to give their vaccination card. Like, they've straight up declined it. I'm not sharing it with you.
I think.
So, what happens in the playoffs? You have to go to Toronto and play.
No, I think if that's the case, they definitely
They have to do something.
they find
common
stadium.
ground.
Yeah,
They're gonna
find
go
a
play at
stadium.
Pistons.
But
Right.
look, so you're not even. But at this point, it's bigger than the NBA. Now you're talking to the whole country of Canada. That's the rules. Look how long it took for New York to let
Either
Kyrie.
Canada wants money and they let people come in and watch the NBA and say, "Fuck it, I don't care about the
Or
vax
the
rule
NBA
anymore,"
will say we'll play
or the
somebody
NBA
else.
will say, "All right, you don't get our money."
We don't care where we
That's
play.
what we Americans say.
Yeah,
But what actually happens?
that.
Look how long it took New
Yeah.
York to let Kyrie Irving play.
I don't think it'd be a big deal.
Uh,
I don't know.
if that's the case, they will 1,000% be like, "All right, we're playing in the U.S. Where though? We're finding a stadium. You're Pistons. You're close to the Canada, so meeting in the middle." That's what will happen. That's what I think will happen.
That's what we think.
People will be mad
We're
for 2
Americans.
weeks, and then
Yeah. Then it's like, all right, well, they're playing now, so fuck it.
it's not like
Both the Celtics and
it's not like
76ers.
Toronto's fan
But-
base is all
so-
Canadians.
Both teams have. So here's the somewhat issue with that: is what is Toronto going to say? Because obviously you want to win a championship, right?
Right.
This is the rules. This is you have to come to us. This is the rules. Right. So there's players on 76ers and Boston that are vaccinated, but they won't give the full roster.
I don't know.
Is Joel Embiid vaccinated? I don't know. Like, but is everybody else on that team? So does 76ers, the whole team have to travel, but Joel can't because he's not vaccinated?
They're
Or
not
the
playing
same with,
without
like-
Joel.
Yeah. So
don't
then
know.
what do they say? Do they have to forfeit it? Like, that's what, like, we'll just say Toronto sticks up. Like, these are the fucking rules. Either you come and play. You
Which
have,
if I'm
you
them, I
have
don't know
a
why
team.
you want it. Because
Right.
you're like this home court advantage. This could be make
Those
or
are
break
the
for
rules.
us.
We
Yeah.
had to play with it all year. Like, those are the rules. You either come here and play us, or looks like you're playing without Embiid. Or you forfeit the fucking series. Like, I don't. What do they do? And same with the Celtics. What if Tatum and Brown are vaccinated, but the rest of the team is?
Right.
You have a team to support it. You have a team to go there and play. Big news.
Big news. I'm sticking to what I said, dude. There's no way.
Ultimately, I think they're gonna find a solution to it. But like,
Right. But right now,
but
that,
at the
I
same
mean, it is
time,
crazy
I'm
to
looking
think
at
about.
it. I'm looking at it like a 40-60. Like, there's a 40% chance that Toronto says,
It's probably
Nope, you got to play
60%
here or
chance.
what?
yeah,
I would,
or
yeah.
even the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, this
I
is
would
the
say it's-
rules.
Yeah, like you play here, you don't win.
Want
Like,
the NBA commissioner to go to the country of Canada and tell them to fuck off? Because
They ain't gonna do anything.
So Jay Ridge just asked, who would you rather have the next 5 years, Devin Booker or Jason Tatum?
Oh, that's a good one.
5 years,
So the next 5 years.
Booker.
I'm gonna say Booker too, and that's strictly because I'm biased towards Booker.
Yeah, I don't know enough
I
about.
love
It's me
Booker.
too. I coached his little cousin, so
I would say he's a better scorer. I'm not gonna say he's better on defense, but I just like scoring more. So has Jason Tatum scored 70 points in a game?
a one time.
Bam. Can't say anything about it.
I don't know anything about it,
Exactly.
so I'll let you two argue about that.
He's not a better scorer. He's a better shooter.
I think he's a better scorer.
No.
Then why are you taking Booker?
Because I think he has the most potential. Not because he's a better scorer.
He is a better scorer.
Jason Tatum gives you more on D. Dude, stop. I just took.
So why aren't you taking Tatum? He's younger.
So?
Okay, now we're both not valid.
But he's not a better scorer. You just
Dude,
had, that
come
was the
on.
argument.
I think he is. You can't say he's not.
He scores at the rim better than Jason Tatum. Mid-range.
Besides at the rim, yes.
Mid-range?
Jason Tatum can get to the rim better than Devin Booker. Devin Booker
can
is
get to
a
any
way
spot.
better,
3-point, I'll give you that. And I won't even
way
give you-
better 3-point, way better at mid range,
Stop.
way better at creating his own
I can't
shots.
do it. You got to stop with the way better.
Better.
A little bit better.
Well,
At mid-range. 3-pointer, I'll give you that.
see, mid range, 3-point, better.
I think
all
Tatum
has
gets-
is under the basket, just because he's a power forward and he's used to that.
Small forward.
He plays both.
Glad I started a debate, says Jacob. Jacob, make sure you pick up your Sports Talk hat. Get yourself entered in the football giveaway. It's not baseball this time, but
I'm switching mine to Jason Tatum. You know, fuck you. Dude, now that I'm sitting here talking about it, Jason Tatum next 5 years is better than Devin Booker. 100%.
Now I'm taking, but I like Booker.
Change my answer. Jason Tatum.
I'm sticking.
do Lakers make the play-in games?
Yes,
They're out right now,
they make.
but they're tied with the team.
What was LeBron's injury? Is he good?
Ankle.
yeah,
He's gonna be fine though.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I don't know if
But
he's playing tonight.
Did
but
you their last 10 games, so there's 3 teams like straight up tied. It's the Pelican, I don't know the third team. Pelicans, Lakers,
Lakers,
And-
Pelicans, and Spurs.
and Spurs.
Yeah, the East is like pretty much set, but the West is where there's actually for the play-in
Yeah,
spots.
so the Celtics, Sixers, and Heat
I'm saying
are all within 1 loss of losing first place.
Pelicans
cool.
do not make it. Lakers do.
But you should see the Lakers' last 10 games. Warriors, Mavericks, Suns. I mean, they're playing
Suns
I don't know.
versus Warriors tonight, ain't it?
Suns, but they're in. They're both
Yeah,
in.
both in, but
When LeBron
Good
plays,
matchup.
he will do everything in his power to make sure they make that last spot.
And if they do, Charles Barkley, calling him out, Charles Oakley, not Barkley, said that the Lakers would beat Phoenix in round 1.
Yeah, fuck that.
I seen that, and I was like, yeah, holy shit.
Lakers
That
are
is
a mess, dude.
Not true. Lakers are a mess, and it's all because they got goddamn
give you this.
Russell
If-
Westbrook.
If AD is back within these last 9 games, they make it.
Oh yeah.
100%.
AD is still good.
He's missed like 61 games in the last 2 years.
But he's good when he plays.
He's top 5 player when he plays.
With LeBron.
Ever.
Right.
Not ever, but. he's
Right,
a
that's
top
what I'm
5.
saying. With those two playing together,
Oh, yeah.
they will find a chance.
But I'm
to.
saying, you
I don't
can
think
put
he's coming back though, right? Didn't they already say he's done for good, like for the season?
AD.
I think
Oh, I don't know.
I thought they said he can't, like no matter what, he won't come back.
I think for the regular season, which is what I've seen. But if he does, somehow he happens to come back, they make it. If not, LeBron's scoring 31 points a game right now at fucking 37 years old. How much weight can you really put on his shoulders?
Dude, Westbrook is trash.
This is the biggest fall off I've seen from a superstar in my life. You watch
He's
the
booty cheeks, man.
You watch the Kobe Bryants. You can tell. You can see like, oh, yep, this is the year.
Right.
You can see it. You can see what's another superstar have fallen off. Nobody fell off like this, so I can't even really name it. This is the greatest fall off from a superstar I've ever
Melo?
seen.
Maybe Melo.
Yeah, Melo changed teams, and it was like, but he didn't even really start. Like, Westbrook came off averaging a triple-double again.
Right.
26, 11, and 10. This year, it's like,
15, 7, and 6 or something like that.
yeah, something crazy, and it's like, holy.
His stats cut in half.
Every one of them.
Yep. That dude is just toxic.
Oh yeah.
Who is gonna win MVP? I see they just changed the race for favorite and
Jokic.
Embiid.
Jokic.
think Jokic.
I think so. How can you? Not?
He-
I mean, okay.
He's the new favorite, and he replaced.
He's like 5th or 6th in the West.
What do you? Oh, for record?
Yeah, he can't even carry his team to a #1 seed.
He's carrying his team, dude. He's doing the best he can.
Do you think Cade? He was saying last night he thinks he deserves his Rookie of the Year.
He
Cade?
fucking better.
Oh, he does. After the performance he's
and
been,
and that's no
the
knock
second
against
half. Oh yeah.
Mobley at all.
No, Mobley's good, and it's not even because I'm biased. Because he's on the Pistons. I'm just saying the second half of the year, Cade has been averaging like 20-something points, in like 25 and 5. Where Mobley's been averaging like 12.
12, 10, and 4.
Yeah, which you can't knock that. But when you're averaging 20 plus 5 and 5, that's pretty fucking good.
I wish they did it as positions.
What do you
It's so
mean?
hard. Like
Like best
Evan
point
Mobley's
guard,
not
best.
looked
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure they do have like an award
Yeah, I
like that,
think they
don't
do.
they?
like because Evan Mobley
They should.
obviously as a power forward, you're not looked at to go drop 25 ADs. You got the ADs. That's different. That's
When
why
you're
when he's healthy, he's a top 5 player. But when you you're not expected to score. You're expected to. I need you to give me 12 a game, and get 11
Oh.
rebounds
I don't know. I disagree.
as a rookie.
If you're a scorer, that you score. Because, like you said, I mean, there's power forwards and centers who they're just like feed him.
Embiid, Jokic.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's
See?
who you play
So,
through.
Mobley.
But is he going to be there in his rookie year? Like, I have no idea what Jokic did in his rookie year.
I don't either. He's gonna be good, but no, based on the second half of the season, Cade is outperformed Mobley.
For sure.
Based off the last 10 games, dude, he's just.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's literally.
His
The Pistons
memories.
are. I mean, they're. I don't even know if they're 500, but they've won.
No, they're in the fight.
oh
for
the last
number one
the
overall
last
pick.
10 games, you mean?
Yeah, the last 10 games, they might be
Right.
500. They might be 5 and 5,
Yeah, I think they've gone 5 and 5.
which isn't good. But I mean,
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Cade's average in the last 10 games
When you're
probably
What-
average age,
28
Well,
points.
Austin looks that up. Who's gonna win it all? Who's gonna win the NBA
Yeah,
championship?
yeah, they're 2-8 actually. They're
Warriors.
pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
You think Warriors?
Who's gonna win it all? I think somebody in the East is gonna.
Heat.
finals, Bucks and Warriors.
I'm not saying. I don't
Warriors
think
win.
Heat.
I don't think Warriors will.
I think. Yeah, I got my money on Bucks or Sixers.
I like
Not-
Sixers.
I'm gonna say one of those two.
Sixers have been looking good.
I like the Hornets.
Yeah.
They're in like a playing game, I think.
Even they are in the playoff game. Even Nets, who are in the playoff game, I could see.
That's our
Yeah,
another
and you
one
have,
that I like.
you have Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
Right.
The only reason I'm saying this is Klay
And Ben
Thompson.
Simmons.
Curry's been out.
Like he plays half of the fucking games.
Like they literally are like sitting him half games. And when they started doing that, Klay Thompson's points per game has jumped to like 25. Those two playing 37 minutes a game. It's no different than 15, 16 Warriors.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
You have
Grizzlies.
those-
more.
Somebody in the
Warriors.
East. I'm gonna say that.
You have
Evan. I
those-
don't have a
You have
team in
those
mind though,
three
but
that have been to the championship 4 years in a row.
Dude,
I like the Warriors. That's just
Grizzlies are a sneaky pick.
they would be my. sneaky
Depends on
pick,
how
that's right.
Ja is.
so they're my sneaky pick. Bad same.
I like the most
Grizzlies
athletic team.
Yeah,
Grizzlies have never,
they're mean, dude.
Good.
but they've always been that way.
They're just
With
mean.
Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol, they've always been in the playoffs, and they've always had.
Now it's Desmond Bain and Ja Morant.
They've always been in the top 4 in the West, even with Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol and Zach Randolph.
Yeah,
That are always out in the first round catching the Warriors.
that
Like,
is
that's
funny how even the next generation is kind of like the same thing with Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and even Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
Because you were saying they had
Yeah.
Mike Conley's Zebo and
Gasol.
Gasol, yeah. So now it's just the next.
I
three.
don't. I think it's the same thing. It's the same coach.
But
I
don't
don't-
pick Cav. So we're all saying that Suns don't have a chance, even though they're going off right now.
I think they're losing.
I
They're
think
losing
they're
in
gonna
the first
lose.
round
I
of the
think they're
Lakers.
losing too. I wouldn't say that, but I don't think they're winning.
Charles Oakley said it, so it must be true.
That dude does not know what he's talking about.
We'll switch over to hockey. Yeah. Caleb, your team got the dub last night.
Yeah, they've been hit or miss. They've had 3 of the top teams back to back to back, and they beat one of them, lost pretty bad to the other 2. But they were just getting worn out.
Yeah, hockey's pretty much set as well. Well, the only one you can watch is the Western Conference. The wild card spot's kind of close between Dallas Blues and Dallas Stars, St. Louis Blues, and then the Vegas Knights. Vegas Knights are currently sitting out; they're not going to make it in. And then I think, if I remember right, I can't remember. I think right now Dallas and Blues are in, or Blues are just sitting out. I think I can't remember exactly how that worked, but so
I think Dallas is in.
I know Dallas is in for sure, and I can't remember if Blues. I think Blues are sitting out, and then Vegas is like a couple games behind, and it's like 2 games separate though, right, just depending on how it all kind of plays out.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's still some movement within. Like no one's actually locked like the number 1 seeds and stuff like that, but we kind of got some movement that happened there.
I mean, nothing really changed. This top 4 or 5 teams in NHL are pretty much favorites to win it all.
Yeah, I was gonna
I mean,
say
I don't-
I've been high on the Avalanche. And
Yeah, I mean, they're
Avalanche
tearing
looks
up.
good. Yeah, they're by far the best team in the NHL right now.
Hurricanes still look pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you?
Couple-
Okay. So here's a question.
Tampa Bay Lightning's pretty good.
Yeah, Lightning's another one. But what do you think the Red Wings need?
Go to the Red Wings. They lost 11-2, 11-1.
Yeah, they got smoked.
That's the highest
Lord.
amount of goals in a game since 1980 or something. I don't know.
My-
So
So they
going
need
back-
a goalie.
To the Penguins, who are Penguins are
Damn.
not even that good of a
Dude,
team.
you ruined it.
Okay.
You asked what the Red Wings needed, and he just said that. I leaned up and I said, they need defense.
So they need
yeah,
So
defense.
Is that what it is? Do they have scores?
See,
mean, they
I
got
haven't
Larkin.
watched. I've only watched literally 1 Red Wings game I think this year,
Yeah.
and I don't know what they need. I just
From what I've watched, and they need to control the puck better, or they're sloppy. To me, they're sloppy with the puck and have a lot of turnovers. And then defense, needs some work too. I feel.
another thing. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like they haven't been consistent with a goalie all season. Am I incorrect there? But I feel like every time I've watched, I mean, they're
Somebody different.
they're literally switching a goalie every game.
They don't know. Well, it sounds like if they're letting fucking 11.
Well, they had 3 goalies play in that game. I heard,
Jeez,
and all 3 of
yes.
them let up.
My Lord.
So I think they have a rookie goalie who's decent. Why not just stick with him?
They have 2
Yeah.
goalies out right now.
Maybe that's
So I believe that is some of the problem. And then they
part of
also
it.
have 2 of their defensive player, like DeKeyser's, who's a big guy, Danny DeKeyser. He's out right now. And that'd be a big help. So, yeah, that defensive side, they need to get better at controlling the puck. And then defensively, we just need to get better.
Yeah.
I could see. I mean, hockey is one of those things it reminds me a little bit of baseball where they have 10 million different leagues going on. Baseball has AAA, AA, single A,
I would agree there.
but
hockey is
hockey they have college, they have the U.S. national teams where they have a feeder program for young players for that. They have Czech Republic, they have the Europe leagues, they have and then minor leagues, AHL, ECHL. And it's just there's so many. There's the WHL. There's so many different leagues
Is
that
that the women's?
no.
women's hockey.
I think it stands for like Western Hockey League or something like that.
So the
Makes sense.
EC is East Coast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I learn new things every day. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Dude,
wings
when it
over
comes
Rangers,
to hockey,
100%.
anytime you talk, I learn something new.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Jacob Troupa, he's from Michigan. He plays on the Rangers.
Michigan. I know we're not doing college right now. We might do a college one after this since we didn't do it yesterday. Michigan hockey's looking good to take it all this year.
Yeah, where are they at now?
They're in semifinals? The Frozen Four. They're down
Frozen
two.
How's
Forward?
Minnesota State?
both still in it.
Both still in it.
Oh,
Both good.
Did you guys get it all pretty much then?
I had
I-
one team wrong.
I had one team wrong as well. The bottom left side of it.
You had Notre Dame beating Minnesota State, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, that's where you went wrong, and I took Minnesota State over Notre Dame, which I was nervous going into that game because Minnesota State played like shit their first game, and Notre Dame was looking good. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, Caleb might be right on this one. The one I took that I was wrong is I took Minnesota Duluth over Denver.
I
and
also had that, so I had 2 wrong.
Okay.
So Denver
Ended up pulling it.
But I
yeah.
had Minnesota and Michigan in the final, so that could still happen.
Minnesota Duluth was like on a 15-game win streak going into this. So I'm like, gotta
They
take
have
them.
to.
Even though they were the underdogs compared to Denver, I was like, they gotta keep this going. And yeah, their luck ran out against Denver.
Yeah,
So
Michigan has like
But-
5 or 6 of their starters that got drafted first round.
Jesus. Already.
they're gonna
they
be
do. Don't they do their draft like before or something?
not yet.
Oh.
They're projected to go. I think it's like the number. They have like 4 players that are gonna go in the first round. And it's like the number 2, 3, 5, and like 7 seat picks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So like 3 or 4 in the top 10 are gonna go.
Holy shit. Doesn't MLB do that though, Cav?
Maybe MLB.
There's a
does that.
lot. Well, Vanderbilt for like that 4-year span had like 3 or 4 guys in the top 10.
Vanderbilt still.
Maybe they did
sure.
already do it. I think they already did.
Because
Yeah.
I remember watching the games and they're
Because-
always
I
like,
didn't know if it was
'cause you can-
NHL or
This
MLB
is-
did it
I think
in the
they
middle.
both
This is-
they both
With
do it.
with hockey, I believe you can
Yeah.
actually sign your pro contract and still play one more year in
Oh, 'cause
college.
Because you can
Yeah,
get
see,
drafted
I
out of
think
high
it
school out
is
of both of them.
Yeah, I think it is both.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else with hockey really. That's
Nothing
kind of
really.
it.
Is the deadline done yet?
Trade deadline, I believe, yes.
Any big moves?
For what?
Nothing that I was
Hockey.
like
Nothing crazy, no.
No.
that I felt was like, yeah,
Lot
gonna
of
turn a
little
team
Yeah.
team around.
That's weird that they do it so late. Like
Yeah.
it's right
Yeah,
before
'cause
playoffs.
there's only
and they're finally
about
done.
5 more games they're gonna play.
Can you imagine if like an NFL and NBA was kind of like that? Like your deadline isn't done until like a month or like couple weeks before the playoffs. Dude, you imagine how crazy those.
Playoffs?
Imagine.
You talk about playoffs?
I know what you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Because
I was thinking the commercial.
It wouldn't work in the NFL.
No, it wouldn't. But I'm just.
Could you
like, 'cause
imagine the
isn't-
NBA though? Like LeBron saying, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm going to Phoenix.
Right.
I'm going to
Right.
the Warriors."
That's because
Like-
isn't the deadline like what? The playoffs is in 2 weeks or
2
something.
weeks away.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
the deadline
April.
just
yeah,
ended, what,
about
last
2
week?
weeks. Yeah, I think
And-
last week. So
yeah, so
3. I
Tom
think it's
Bra-
3 weeks before the end of the season.
Yeah,
Tom
so
Brady said,
imagine-
"Fuck it, I'm going to Miami." We're doing better
In
than
football,
the Bucks
it
this
wouldn't
year.
work though.
like 2 weeks in the playoffs.
The
happens, and, yeah, Tom
difference
Brady's
is
like,
in that 3 weeks you play like about 10 games, or
I mean,
know.
NFL, you got to have so much chemistry with your receivers, with your
Right.
offensive line. You got to know the playbook by the back of
Right.
your hand, especially in a quarterback situation. It just won't work in
Dude,
NFL.
could you picture that though? Like how crazy would
I am
these
picturing
leagues
it,
would
and I'm
be?
picturing Tom Brady dealing with fucking anything.
Yeah, but like you said, Cole, in the NBA, like right now,
LeBron
LeBron says, "Dude, fuck the Lakers.
going to
I'm
Philly."
going to Phoenix."
or Philly, like
It'd
just
ruin it.
somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm going to the East. Fuck the West.
their team goes to shit.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Well, like they do, like hockey does lottery pick too. So you can't like tank either to like
Get that
to get like a lock pick. I mean, you get more entries, but
No, I just thought that was interesting last week when you guys said that the trade deadline, like, who you guys think's going? I'm like, wait, isn't the playoffs in like 2-3 weeks?
yeah, there's sometimes some moves like that is done,
Most of the time, not though.
but yeah, most of the time, you're pretty set with your team.
Right.
You're not gonna make a crazy move to be able to get a decent player.
Well, even like Caleb said too, like no matter what, chemistry has a little something to do
Oh
with it.
yeah, dude.
So you don't want to make too many moves, like
That was a
especially
great
That
if
was
point.
gonna ruin it. You know what I
especially
mean?
if you're rolling.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't want to make
Like
you
you
don't want to
said,
make any
NFL
trades.
A team might take someone that's like if they have like a one position that's kind of banged up and not sure how they're gonna be for the first
Yeah,
few
if you
rounds.
want like Max Crosby or something, you just take him.
Yeah, but there's a lot more to it too. Like if you request a trade, they don't have to give it to you. You know what
Right,
I mean?
exactly.
Like if you're on your contract, so if he requested a trade, Penguins could be like, yeah, no. Like, so like in LeBron's case, he
Yeah.
couldn't just go. Like,
Right.
doesn't
Well,
really work like
Now I'm thinking of like the Titans. Say the Titans who
Yeah.
have Ryan Tannehill.
Just signed
They
him.
We're going crazy last year. Like I don't know how they had such a good record, but imagine if Tom Brady was just like, dude, Titans are fucking good. Ryan Tannehill, and all of a sudden made that trade.
Yeah, there's not really a way in the NHL for like a player
Right.
to just go like,
'Cause they
yep,
don't
I'm
have
going
that
no matter
same-
what.
yeah.
Like here, don't pay me. Here's my buyback option. Yeah, they don't really do that in the
Right.
NHL. It's like a team gets the final say of like, you're
It's-
going, okay,
Yeah.
Say,
the
or
whole-
no.
It's the whole Le'Veon Bell, dude. Not gonna
Yep.
pay. You're not gonna pay me. I ain't playing.
Yep.
Well,
Fuck you then.
Which is basically what
Which,
they
yeah.
did, though. Like,
Which
he
is
got,
crazy.
He missed out on so much money, and
Dude.
that's when he fell off. Have we?
I hate to
We're
jump
already
back
off
to
the
NFL.
NFL. What the fuck is he doing?
I hate
Oh.
to jump back to it, Devin, but isn't the running back situation for every year, like the running backs are just crazy good, and then all of a sudden, bam, they're nothing.
That's why we're seeing so
Who?
many two-back.
The running back,
backfield.
just the running back position in general, they're so
Like
good.
coming out of college.
Todd Gurley, Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, they're just so good.
It's a short
And
career.